Welcome to Pasha's Films, where we talk about smaller indie films and rare gems that never receive the recognition they deserve. Today, however, we're going to talk about the very big film that on everybody's mind, whether you like film or not, you've heard about it. This is Avatar: The Way of Water. Let's go. Well, 13 years later, we return to Pandora to see Jake and his family on the run from the old enemies. Here, they face a new tribe that lives by the way of water, and they have to discover a new way of life all over again. They also have to discover each other, the love for each other, and learn the meaning of the family. So this is a very small story drawn on a huge canvas. This is what is the best way probably to describe Avatar. It's about family dynamic, the relationship, how hard it is to be a parent, and how hard it is to protect your children no matter what. So this is on the surface. This is a story. There's lots of complaints about the story. People say story is too small. I agree, but I guess if James Cameron decided to build a bigger, complex adventure, it would have taken away from what he tried to do. And what he tried to do is to take you again to Pandora, to this world that we all missed, and created afresh, created a new, a completely new experience. It's almost interactive experience. It of course depends how you see the film. If you see it in 3D in high frame the way I did, well, probably you would be completely blown away. I wish I could see this film again in 2D, because then I would probably focus more on other things, maybe on acting and on nuances of how it's shot, etc., etc. But when you see it in 3D in high frame edition, it's almost like you're there, and I have to say, it's a little bit overwhelming. Now, the film pretty much follows the pattern of the first film. I guess it's designed to give fans what they really want. You get some action in the beginning, then a bit of family dynamic, and then there's about an hour or an hour and a half almost of complete tranquil experience of this new world, of this new way, the way of water, where you learn about how things are on Pandora, away from the forest, and how it all develops. You learn new things, you learn more about Pandora. There are constant sort of mysteries on the background that we're not explained everything. You can see that James Cameron is trying to sort of back away a little bit, and hopefully will give us more details about wider mysteries of Pandora in future films. Obviously, it's designed as a multiple film storyline, almost like, I guess, J.K. Rowling tried to design her books. It really is. It really feels like a chapter, but a chapter on a giant canvas with lots of amazing effects, amazing creatures. I mean, it really couldn't be more real. What you see. I mean, in modern world, you're so used to CGI, all the superhero films, etc., etc., etc. You just sort of prepared for it, but trust me, you are not prepared for Avatar. James Cameron created a completely new way of filmmaking for this particular film. He built a new camera. I mean, it's some inventions here that helped him to show this world the way he planned to show it. Now, the other amazing thing about Avatar is how right now it's not important how old you are to play any role. Like Sigourney Weaver playing a teenager, and it's not just a CGI character. I mean, you can see Sigourney Weaver through all this sort of CGI makeup. It is her acting, it is her face, only younger. And even the way she moves, I mean, seriously, this is Sigourney Weaver, and it's so wonderful to see her playing a teenager. I mean, she's really the best thing about the film, and also she is the most interesting thing about the film. There's a big mystery around her that hopefully, as I said, will be explored and developed more in future films. Now, to say that it's a small story doesn't mean it doesn't have amazing action sequences, amazing effects, explosions, technology, chases, flights, monsters. It's all there. I mean, James Cameron delivers everything. So basically, the last hour is just incredible action, and I guess what precedes it makes it much more interesting to watch because the stakes are really, really, really high. You're so attached to these characters, and you know there's no way they will all escape, unscathed. Really, somebody will get hurt. So you have this feeling from the very beginning. I had this feeling from the very beginning, and that's why it's the last hour is the edge of the seat viewing. You really are invested in what's happening there. So what is so exciting about Avatar? It is, of course, this meditative hour of exploring the new world, like you're part, like your avatar yourself. Really, you're exploring this world together with the characters, and almost makes you feel like you're part of this world. And I think that's what will bring people back to theaters, because you can't experience this at home. You see, you really have to be invested into this. You have to be completely surrounded by this world to allow yourself to sort of melt in the atmosphere and cinematography. Now, the most exciting part of the film, of course, is it's that experience that film brings. One line sum up: James Cameron brought people to movie theaters over and over and over again over the years. When Titanic came out, people were so focused on small video films, they just almost stopped going to movie theaters. And he brought them all back to movie theater for the big movie experience. Now, Titanic has done it for the world, and post-pandemic world, hopefully, Avatar will do the same for post-pandemic audiences, to bring them back to movie theater, to allow them to believe, yes, it's different. Even though I've got a big TV at home and good sound system at home, if I go to the movies, it will be different. I will experience it differently. The magic of the movies is not dead. I really hope that this film will do this for moviegoers and movie audiences. And this is probably the best thing that Avatar, The Way of Water, and sequels that will come can do for us as moviegoers, people who love going to movies. So if you love movies, you have to go and see in the movie theaters, and maybe more than once. Don't worry about that it's a big American blockbuster, Hollywood blockbuster. This is something else. This is artistry in every frame in this film. I mean, it's a grand spectacle on a large scale that will definitely make you fall in love with Pandora all over again. So highly recommend it. I hope you all will book your ticket over Christmas and go and see it, because first, it's worth it. Second, I think if we all do it, it will help cinemas to survive for many years in the future. And above all, it is the most amazing meditative experience I had in the movie theater in a long time. So thank you for listening and watching. Until next week, and please don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like this video if you like it. It helps a lot. So this is only a young channel, just a couple of videos. I'm still learning the ropes. So please comment, whatever comments I can take it, let me know, and I'll see you next week.